Today I'm going to take a look at a Bosch 18-volt cordless grinder that I picked up that I'll be able to use here out on the North 40 where there's no electrical power. I've got an axe that's kind of beat up and it needs some grinding. I've got a file I carry with me to file the axe, but it's got some hit some rocks or something, and it's got some gouges out of the blade that a grinder will do a better job with it, and I can clean up with the file. Here's the axe that I have, and I don't know if you can see, but it's got some chunks out of the blade there that I hit rocks or something that I need to clean up. I usually carry this file with me in the truck, and I can just file on the spot and get that cleaned up a little bit, but with those bigger chunks of it, I think it needs more material taken off. So I'm going to try this new grinder and see how it works. Let's take a look at the box and see what comes in it. Took a look earlier, so it's a little disheveled, but there's the guard. Looks like there's a second guard in here. Huh, this one's maybe a little lower profile. And here's a handle. And here is the tool itself. I believe this is the to hold it from turning when you're putting the grinding wheel on. Here's where the battery goes. I've got one of them with. So I'm going to put it together and let's see how it works. So this guard has these little notches all around it like that, and they correspond to this lever here that you can push down or up, and these notches, I don't know if you can see those notches click into that guard so that you can set it where you want it. The side handle just screws right into here, but I don't think I'm going to use it because I'm not going to be doing the kind of grinding that I have to bear down on it like that, and it's just easier to store this without that on there. All right, to put the grinding wheel on, there's this backer that has the shape of the nut behind here to hold that from moving around. And then you put your wheel on there, and then this screws right onto there, and it's turning, so that's when you push this red button down to hold that from turning down, and then you just push this on here and tighten it up. Get it good and snug. Now when I use this wheel, it's a brand new wheel, so it's got a really sharp edge on this. I have to be careful not to gouge my axe. So let's put the battery on there and give it a try. Yeah, it worked. Well, it seemed to work pretty well. Let's take a look at that edge and see how, well, I've still got some places where it's needs to come, more material needs to come off in order to get the axe the way I want it, and then I can clean it up with the file. Well, I've got the edge pretty good. There's still a few divots there, but it seems like it'd be still sharp. They're kind of like a serrated knife, so I think I'm just going to clean it up with the file and see how it looks. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good. Let's go try it out on a piece of wood. All right, let's see what happens here. Oh yeah, that's working great. Looks like this grinder is going to work out great for me out in the woods here. Just have to be careful not to get any sparks into dry leaves or things like that, and should be able to keep my axe nice and sharp. See you next time. Be safe out there. Bye now.